Hey everyone, it's Michael, and today I'm going to do another review, and this time it's going to be on Alex Harmozi as a person. Not just as a person, but on the advice on his YouTube channel. If you've seen him on YouTube, you know he's had like a huge explosion of growth in the last like 6 months to a year. He talks a lot about business, philosophy, lifting, and so I just wanted to give out my review on him and my thoughts on him. If you feel the same way, let me know in the comments. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I really want this to be a discussion. But you know, full transparency, I like him. I think he's cool. I think he has a cool YouTube channel, but I do want to talk about why and how we can learn from that. So the 4 different things I want to talk about. The first one, I want to talk about truthfulness. To me, I can't verify for certain, but he seems like an honest guy. He really does. That's the candor that I'm getting from him. You know, when he says, I have nothing to sell you except for his like 99 cents book, which I bought and I thought was really, really, really good. I thought was great. So for 99 cents, I don't think he's going to make that much money off of us. You know, and his final whole strategy on making videos on YouTube is not only to document his thoughts, but to help people from 3 to 5 or $10 million, like scale up. So that's obviously not us. At least that's not me. I don't have a 3 to 5 to $10 million business. So this honesty comes through. Like there's no email list with a course that he's trying to buy, with a mastermind. Like there's nothing. Like try to buy something from him. I looked. I can't buy anything from him except for his 99 cent book. So anything that he says obviously comes from him really trying to get you to that 3 to 5 million and then investing in you, and of course trying to build his brand and try to do different things with that. But so far for me, I think he comes off as very honest. 2, he's different, and I think it's because he's honest. A lot of the different videos that I see on YouTube, sometimes, you know, they're very well produced, but they are sometimes watered down. It's like the 9 passive income streams. It's like something that's very set in stone that they know that will get, like, it won't ruffle too many feathers, maybe a little bit of a comment that no one likes here or there, but nothing too polarizing. And with him, you know, he comes off in his wife beater with his nose strip and his hat, and he's just like, hey, these are my thoughts. And some of his thoughts are quite controversial. Now, I do think he's quite smart about that. He's not saying anything that will get him canceled or anything that will completely ruin his brand, but he does say things that he thinks about his marriage, about life, about work ethic that other people don't usually agree with. And I think that's very refreshing, because that's speech, that's free speech, that's how we have different ideas. And I think that by him not censoring himself, it really helps add to the body of knowledge. It helps add to, you know, us thinking for ourselves, like, do you agree with him, do you not? So I think that's very cool. And his ideas that he brings up are very different, about business, about marriage, about, you know, lifestyle. I think it's very cool. It's stuff that I haven't heard before. 3, he's walked the walk. I just watched his latest video, and it was talking about how on YouTube, you know, what pisses people off the most is people talking about things that they haven't done yet, and they tell you what to do. Like an 18-year-old telling you like how, like the best dating advice. It's like, dude, you haven't even done it. You're 18. You don't know that. Maybe he does. I don't know. But I think that by him having a net worth of 100 million, of, you know, of taking home $1 million a month for the last, whatever, 5 years, at least documents it, that's what he says, I think is very cool. He talks about lifting, he talks about philosophy, he talks about business, stuff that he has actually either pondered, you can tell has ruminated a lot in his head, or stuff that he's done. And so I think that's very cool. It's not someone that's saying, you know, that didn't get rich off of YouTube and then talks about business. It's like, whoa, you had a huge following on YouTube before you ever monetized. That's an unfair advantage. No, he's coming to YouTube after making a lot of money on his own. So I think that's very cool. And 4, he keeps stuff simple. I think this is honestly the biggest one. I think there's always going to be a need for complex, deep thought, but at the same time, you gotta keep stuff simple. Why? Because some people keep stuff, you know, thoughts and ideas complex. 1, because of ego, makes them seem smarter, and 2, because they don't truly understand the idea. I listened to a podcast from the founder of Duolingo with Tim Ferriss a while ago, like years ago actually at this point, and I thought it was great because he was talking about how when he was a PhD student, or he had PhD students, when they were doing their thesis, it's like they were forced to make it simpler and simpler and simpler until you could almost explain it to a 5 or 6-year-old, because that truly meant that they truly understood it and they could put it to simple words and still encapsulate the idea as a whole. And I think when you make it simple, there's a wider audience that you can give it to, but it's just not as arrogant. It's like you keep it simple. I think even with systems, like if you ever tried like a very complex system and like one thing breaks and the whole thing goes down, it's like that's not a system you want. You want a system that's simple, that won't break, that, you know, it's like KISS, like the keep it simple stupid. It's like I think people really sometimes overcomplicate things, and we can overcomplicate our lives at times as well. I think that's a good lesson that we try to, even with like relationships. If you have a partner, like, do I like this person? Do I not? Like sometimes it seems like the way that they treat me, it's like, no, they don't treat me well. I don't like them. We should break up. Keep it simple. Anyway, that's what I like about him. I think he brings a lot of new knowledge and new ideas to YouTube and to kind of like the self-help community, quote unquote. So I like it. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Do you like him? Do you not like him? Do you disagree with me? And I will respond to you. Anyway, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.